welcome to Firearms of America. Today, as you guys can see, I'm back here at Shooters in Fort Myers, Florida, about to do the review of another Ruger. Alright, and this Ruger actually I wanted to review for quite some time because it's not just any other Ruger, pistol, rifle, whatever, no. This is the 1911 Ruger. Check this thing out, and this is their Commander style, so shorter, a little bit more compact, 425-inch barrel, alright, so not like 5-inch full-size 1911, so if you're looking for concealed carry 1911, well, this might be an option. Chambered in 45 ACP, 7-round magazine, and we got one right here. Let's load it up, do some shooting, and see what this thing can do. Now, the ammo that I'm going to be using for this review is from a brand called Cellier Belot. And so far I've shot like 5, I think, 1911s. I don't know, we don't really have anything else in the store that is 45 ACP but 1911s. And I haven't had any problems with it, so we'll see. No excuses for this Ruger. I'm going to put 5 rounds and we will, as you can see, the target is kind of destroyed. It's like a lot of people were here doing some target shooting. But SR1911 from Ruger. I have to say, I never was a fan of the SR line. SR9 I was not a fan of, SR22 I was not a fan of. So let's see if Ruger did a better job with the 1911. Okay, so you got 5 rounds. Nice, not a bad slide. I like that. Let's, I'll try to hit that, see, orange right here, this little orange, because that's the only thing that is kind of untouched, more or less. Okay, so let's see. All right, wow. Huh. I'm actually impressed. This is very nice. Very, very nice. Very smooth. Handles recoil beautifully, which I'm really surprised because typically, I mean, 45 ACP, you're gonna feel the kick even in the 5-inch barrel, all right? The full-size 1911. But here, 425 and handles recoil just beautifully. Definitely a tighter spring in the guide rod, but not too hard to rack, and the slide is very smooth, but we will get to the slide later. Let's start from the very beginning. We got our grip. Check this out. I absolutely love this grip. I mean, 1911. You're getting a 1911. Well, one of the reasons you're probably getting 1911 is because you want a piece of history, all right? You want classics in your gun collection, all right? And if you haven't seen the amazing history of 1911 on this channel, check it out. I took some time to do research, some history lesson for you guys. You're really gonna enjoy it if you like 1911s. Absolutely beautiful grip. You got a little bit of G10 going on, some aggression, pretty aggressive at the back. Probably that helps you with the recoil, definitely. At the front, however, you don't have anything, so you got that smooth surface, nothing on the trigger guard going through the whole thing. Obviously further, we don't really have any accessory rails. It's just more for that classic look rather than tactical look. Obviously you have your beaver tail safety standard, kind of a standard 1911 feature. Moving on further, we have our mag release, which works very well. Again, standard 1911 mag release, very easy to kind of catch. Obviously, you see me struggle with the magazine. The mag well is not flared, but still you can get used to, you know, doing the rapid mag changes if you need to. Okay, moving further, we have our slide release, slide stop over here, nicely extended, just like most 1911s are. One hand operation, just in case if you need to do that. We have our manual safety switch. It is not ambidextrous. The slide stop, slide release is not ambidextrous. The mag, so nothing is ambidextrous in this gun. So it's not lefty friendly at all, okay? But you have your manual safety switch over here. Very easy to kind of catch, nicely extended, and you can use it as sort of a gas pedal if you are, you know, if your fingers, my fingers are not long enough to get it all the way up here to use that gas. But anyway, moving further to the slide. As you can see, you got some serrations at the back of the slide, pretty aggressive, easy to catch. Nothing at the front of the slide, I already mentioned. No accessory rails, nothing like that. Let's put some 5 more rounds through this. And this time I'll actually try to, because I wasn't bad. I wasn't bad with the group on the orange, so I'm actually gonna try to hit the flappy pedals. And see if I can hit some of those, because I always struggle with them. But I think with this Ruger I might actually be pretty accurate. Most of the times you have a more accurate shooting, more flatter shooting handgun. Whenever it comes to 1911s in general, because they are built tighter compared to, you know, your average gun. And what I mean tighter is if you look at the, make sure nothing here, if you look at the basically the point where the slide is touching the frame, and if you kind of halfway rack the slide, you will see that there is practically no movement. I mean, there's barely like micron, whatever the smallest measure is, I have no idea. But it's a really, it's practically not there. You almost don't notice it. So that tightness obviously will give you a better group whenever you're shooting. At the same time, this tightness will make it more demanding and harder to, what am I talking about? The ammo, okay? On the ammo is going to be a little bit more picky. Kind of like everything else in real life. Okay, so let's do some shooting. Flappy pedals. Here we go. See if I can hit those. I missed the last one. I knew I'm gonna miss one. I got too excited. Okay, so I really like this gun. I will have to say, honestly, considering the price range, considering the looks of this gun, I think it might be so far one of my top favorite 1911s out there. And also on the list, on that same list, I would say Springfield Ronin. Excellent 1911 for the price with the features. And also 6 Hour Nightmare. I used to have it and I regret selling it. But anyway, let's get back to this gun right here. Let's talk about the sights now. The sights, you have your standard 3-dot sight, which I absolutely love. No bells and whistles, nothing fancy. Well, yeah, I kind of wish maybe it was a night sights, but again, not really a big deal. It's a very small probability that you will ever use night sights, okay? But still a nice thing to have. Anyway, this doesn't have it, but it does have a good 3-dot sight that are very easy to acquire the target. And you can see the smoke. Smells good. Moving further, we have the trigger. Trigger here is very nice. Again, I love the looks. We got the skeleton trigger, and I'm gonna just demonstrate you how nice and crisp this trigger is. So don't pay attention to that. That was nothing. Yes, there's this kind of a little bit of a extension, but the nice thing about this trigger, if you want to adjust the travel, there is an adjustment screw over here, so you can adjust the pre-travel. But anyway, you have this is what you have about, and this is factory obviously. I would say about 1.5 millimeters, maybe barely 2 millimeters. And then you have this, and this is not very good. I wish it wasn't there. That's probably the only thing that I don't like about this 1911 is the fact that it has that kind of little bit after ghost step. Ooh, nice and crisp. Let's see if I can catch it again. It's barely noticeable, but it is there. So you have that 1.5 millimeters, and then what am I doing? This thing is not right. There you go. So you have your 1.5 millimeters, and then this. Okay, so you heard that little before it actually went click. Okay, so that right there is something that you will have to adjust to, especially if you want to shoot as close of a group as possible. You definitely can, and the trigger is fantastic but there is a little bit of that little extra. Again, you might kind of compensate for it by adjusting the pre-travel, but something for you to keep in mind. All right, so got our last 5 rounds left. This 45 ACP. Gonna load it up and see if I can do 5 out of 5 on the flippy pedal, because this gun is a very nice shooting gun. It's very accurate. It handles the recoil. It's very impressive how it handles the recoil. Usually, like I said, even with a full-size 1911, it's 45 ACP. You know, what do you expect from 45 ACP? But this is doing a really, really good job. Okay, so 5 out of 5. I love it. And there goes my dream of accomplishing 5 out of 5. What the? More like 1 out of 5. I have no idea what happened there, but on this great disappointment, it's time to end the review. Overall, a fantastic gun. I think for the price, it's a really, really deserving option. If you don't want to spend an arm and a leg and a kidney for quality 1911, this is a great option to say, yes, I have part of classics in my gun collection. I have a 1911. So, thank you very much guys for watching. Let me know what you think about this review. Let me know if you have any requests. I know I had the request to do a comparison between the Glock 19 Generation 5 and the Springfield XDM Elite, one of the comparable sizes. Unfortunately, the Glock 19 sold over the weekend, so now we don't have a Glock 19 Generation 5, so that one is on hold. Sorry about that, guys. But anything else, request me. I've always put it on to-do list, and if I come across the stuff and we have it in stock here, I do review as a priority. Thank you very much guys for watching. Always appreciate your time. God bless you all. I'll see you in the next video.